I'm Hannes, I'm the Hangry German, and today I'm going to show you how to make my home-style Schnitzel. It's the most requested dish in my portfolio. So let's get started. We need 5 pounds of potatoes, 2 pounds of frozen mixed vegetables, 1.5 pounds of boneless pork chops, 1 stick of butter, half a cup of flour, breadcrumbs, grated parmesan, and eggs. So let's get started. First thing is we are going to release some stress and pressure. We have to beat the meat. Take a towel, put it underneath your cutting board. That reduces noise and your neighbors don't gonna hate you. You're going to take a nice lean piece of center cut pork chop and tenderize it with the little pointy piece of the hammer. And that's the last of the little suckers. We're going to put our schnitzels aside for a moment and start with our potatoes. I prepared them earlier. In order to store peeled potatoes, have them in water submerged because as soon as they are touching oxygen, they are turning black. Now we are going to add some water to our potatoes. All that's left to do is add some salt to the water. And we're going to cook those potatoes for roughly 25 to 30 minutes. So for my egg wash I'm using eggs, milk, salt, pepper and a little bit of garlic. That gives this a little bit of extra flavor. Right now I've set up kind of an assembly line. Take the meat, dip it in the egg, put it in the breadcrumbs and then place it at the last plate. And repeat. Everybody is in love with that freaking schnitzel. Now that we have breaded our chicken, we're going to take care of our veggies. So I always like to use frozen vegetables, and we take them, put them in a pot, take it to the sink and add some water. And we're going to add a little bit of salt to it, cover it up, and we're putting it on high heat. Now as a next step we're going to prepare our roux, aka Mehlschwitzer. We are taking 1.5 sticks of butter, put it in a pan. Now that our butter is fully melted, we are adding the flour to it and quickly whisk it in. It should not be slimy or something, it should be a nice thick paste. So we need a little bit more flour. This is basically what it should look like. And this will be the basis for our sauce. And while we set this aside, we finally take the step and fry our schnitzel. To fry our schnitzel, we take a cast iron skillet, put it on high heat and add vegetable oil to it. And for a little bit of extra flavor, I always like to add 2 tablespoons of butter to the oil. Let's add some schnitzel to our pan. Pan fry them for like 90 seconds to 2 minutes from each side until they are nice golden brown, and just flip them once. Now that they're done, we're taking them out of the pan and let drip off all the excess fat. Potatoes are almost done. As you remember, earlier, I took the roux and we are putting 2 to 4 tablespoons into a separate pot. And then scoop by scoop, take the water that you cooked the veggies in and mix it in. First it's this thick and slimy consistency, but the more water you add, better it gets. And this will be the basis for our sauce. We take this sauce and add it to the veggies. And don't worry if there's still some water left, that's gonna be just fine. Adding some nice salt, pepper, and a little bit of basil. We're done! Doesn't this look delicious? And as we say in Germany, guten Appetit!